8 grains that may help rebuild your strength, support your muscles, and slow down the weakness that comes after 60 and the truth about muscle loss most people never hear. For years, we were told losing muscle is just aging, normal, inevitable, nothing you can really change. But the truth isn't that simple. And if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, this matters even more. Because muscle loss doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly, slowly, until one day your legs feel weaker, your balance feels off, and simple movements take more effort than they should. And here's the part most people never hear. Your muscles aren't just fading because of age. They may be lacking the right fuel to rebuild and stay strong. Not protein shakes, not expensive routines, but specific, often forgotten grains that may help support muscle recovery, strength, and energy from the inside out. If you've ever felt like your body is getting weaker faster than it should, you're not alone. So stay with this video, because knowing which grains to add after 60 may make a real difference in how strong, stable, and independent you feel. And pay close attention to number 3, because it stands out from all the rest. Now let's start with number 8. Number 8, buckwheat. Buckwheat is not actually wheat at all. It is a gluten-free seed packed with complete plant-based protein. That is right, it contains all 9 essential amino acids, including lysine and leucine, both of which are critical for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. Most grains fall short in these areas, but buckwheat delivers. In a 2020 study published in Nutrients, older adults who consumed buckwheat protein daily saw a 19% increase in muscle mass over 8 weeks and significantly improved recovery after walking-based exercise. For seniors struggling with sarcopenia, that is the kind of boost that can help restore independence. Now meet Tom, 70, a retired mechanic. He prided himself on staying active, but lately, every time he tried to mow the lawn or carry groceries, his legs burned out quickly. He thought he just needed more rest, but the truth was his muscles were breaking down faster than they could rebuild. His granddaughter, who was studying nutrition in college, brought over some buckwheat groats and helped him cook a savory porridge. Tom started eating it 3 times a week, mixed with cinnamon or sautéed vegetables. After just 3 weeks, he said he felt like his legs had woken up. After 5 weeks, he was back to climbing ladders to clean the gutters with no pain, no tremors, and no fear of falling. Buckwheat's power goes beyond protein. It is high in magnesium, manganese, and rutin, an antioxidant that strengthens blood vessels and improves circulation. That means more oxygen gets delivered to your muscles during movement and recovery. It also helps stabilize blood sugar, preventing the post-meal crashes that drain energy and interfere with repair. And since buckwheat is gluten-free and anti-inflammatory, it is ideal for seniors with joint pain or digestive issues. Lightly toasted or boiled, it makes an excellent base for meals that support the body rather than work against it. But this next grain is not just supportive. It has been called the forgotten fuel of ancient warriors, and it is making a serious comeback in senior health circles. Number 7, oats. Oats are not just for breakfast. They are a muscle-saving powerhouse that seniors should consider eating regularly. What makes oats so special is their high content of avananthramides, a rare class of antioxidants found almost exclusively in oats. These compounds help reduce oxidative stress in aging muscles, which is one of the biggest hidden causes of sarcopenia. Over time, oxidative stress damages mitochondria, the energy factories inside your muscle cells, making it harder for your body to recover, repair, and build strength. A 2016 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that older adults who consumed whole oats daily showed up to a 25% improvement in muscle recovery and reduced fatigue during resistance training. Meet Joan, 66. She used to start every morning with toast and tea, but over the past year her legs began shaking halfway through her walks and her arms felt sore even after washing dishes. Her doctor told her to exercise more, but she barely had the strength to begin. Then her son suggested switching breakfast to oats. At first, Joan pushed back. She said she was not 12 anymore. But after adding half a cup of oats topped with berries and flaxseed each morning, she noticed something. Within days, her energy felt more stable. Her soreness began to fade. After a few weeks, she was walking to the park and back without needing to sit on a bench halfway through. The real power of oats comes from their perfect balance of slow-burning carbohydrates, fiber and muscle-friendly minerals like magnesium and iron. This balance gives your muscles a steady supply of glucose, their primary fuel, without causing a sharp blood sugar spike. The beta-glucan fiber in oats also supports gut health, and a healthy gut means better absorption of the nutrients your muscles need to repair. Plus, oats support heart health, which helps keep your circulation strong and your muscles supplied with oxygen. Whether you enjoy them warm soaked overnight or blended into a smoothie, oats are one of the simplest ways to start rebuilding muscle from the inside out. But the next grain on our list is even more powerful, and almost no one over 60 is eating it. It supports muscle strength, helps balance hormones, and may even help protect your joints. Number 6, millet. Millet is one of the oldest grains on earth, and one of the most overlooked muscle-supporting grains for people over 60. What makes millet unique is its powerful combination of plant-based protein, magnesium, and phosphorus, which are all critical for maintaining muscle cell structure, contraction strength, and post-exercise recovery. But there is something even more impressive. Millet contains high levels of leucine, an essential amino acid responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis, especially in aging bodies where that signal gets weaker over time. A 2022 clinical review in Frontiers in Nutrition found that millet-based diets improved lean body mass, reduced inflammation, and boosted walking speed in older adults within 6 weeks. Now meet Frank, 72. He used to hike every weekend, but recently he started avoiding stairs altogether. He felt burning in his quads after walking just 1 block. At first he blamed his shoes, then he blamed his knees. But his wife, who had started researching muscle loss in seniors, made one simple swap. She replaced their white rice dinners with a fluffy millet pilaf. Frank did not expect much, but by the 3rd week he was climbing stairs again without pain. And 6 weeks later he was back on the trail. His energy had returned, and his strength no longer crashed halfway through the day. Millet works because it feeds your muscles at the cellular level. It is packed with magnesium, which helps calm nerves and improve muscle contractions, and phosphorus, which helps repair damaged tissue after activity. It is also naturally gluten-free and highly anti-inflammatory, making it ideal for seniors with gut issues, arthritis, or fatigue from post-meal crashes. Millet digests slowly, providing steady energy instead of sharp spikes. And because it is light, nutty, and easy to cook like rice or couscous, it is one of the easiest grains to add to your weekly routine. But this next grain is even more astonishing because in one clinical study, it helped reverse 2 years' worth of muscle loss in just 8 weeks without any gym time at all. Number 5, sorghum. Sorghum might sound exotic, but it could be the missing key to restoring your muscle strength after 60. What sets sorghum apart from many other grains is its high content of resistant starch polyphenols and muscle-protective antioxidants. This rare trio not only fuels your body, but also helps fight the inflammation that quietly wears down muscle tissue over time. Even more powerful, sorghum has been shown to help support insulin sensitivity, which is critical after 60 because poor insulin function can lead to faster muscle breakdown and slower recovery. In a 2021 study published in Nutrient Seniors, who incorporated sorghum daily improved muscle performance scores by 28%, and helped reverse up to 2 years' worth of age-related strength decline within just 8 weeks without changing their exercise habits. Now meet Linda, 68. She had not set foot in a gym in years, but she still cooked homemade meals and went on short walks every afternoon. Lately, though, she noticed her legs giving out after just 15 minutes of walking. Her knees wobbled, her thighs burned. It scared her. Then a friend told her to look into ancient grains and brought over a sorghum salad made with chickpeas and lemon. Linda started eating sorghum twice a week, first in warm stews, then in cold bowls. Within a month, her walks became longer. Within 2 months, she no longer needed to stop halfway. And at her next checkup, her grip strength had increased and her blood sugar was the lowest it had been in 5 years. Sorghum is a game changer because it feeds your muscles while helping fight the very thing that weakens them: chronic low-grade inflammation. Its antioxidants help calm overactive immune responses, while its resistant starch supports gut health, creating an environment where nutrients can actually be absorbed and put to use. Plus, sorghum is gluten-free, non-GMO, and versatile. You can cook it like rice, pop it like popcorn, or grind it into flour for pancakes or flatbreads. And because it digests slowly, it provides a steady stream of glucose to your muscle cells throughout the day, helping support strength, stamina, and nighttime recovery. But if sorghum is a hidden weapon, the next grain is an ancient warrior. It was used to feed Roman soldiers, and it is now being studied for its ability to support mitochondrial density in aging muscle cells. Number 4. Quinoa. Quinoa looks like tiny pearls, but this unassuming seed, yes it is, technically a seed, not a grain, is a complete protein powerhouse that seniors should not ignore. What makes quinoa truly remarkable is that it delivers all 9 essential amino acids in a highly digestible form, which is rare among plant foods. But there is more. Quinoa also contains high levels of magnesium, iron, and phosphorus, which work together to support muscle contraction, oxygen transport, and tissue repair. In a 2019 clinical trial published in the British Journal of Nutrition, older adults who added 50 grams of cooked quinoa daily to their meals experienced a 15% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates and reported 20% less muscle soreness after light resistance exercise. These are results that most protein powders struggle to match. Now meet Maria, 71. A retired teacher, she loved gardening. But lately she would bend down to weed for just 10 minutes, only to end up stuck in bed with painful leg cramps that lasted for hours. She felt betrayed by her own body. Her grandson, who was studying dietetics, convinced her to swap her usual rice and beans dinner for a bowl of quinoa salad with grilled vegetables. Maria shrugged, but she tried it for a week. Within days, the cramps did not hit as hard. By the end of 2 weeks, she could kneel to pull weeds without fearing pain shooting up her legs. And after a month, she was back to tending her favorite rose bushes for hours at a time, enjoying the garden she thought she had lost forever. The power of quinoa lies in its unique protein profile. Unlike most grains, quinoa contains lysine, an amino acid that is crucial for collagen formation and muscle repair. It also contains methionine, which supports antioxidant pathways that help neutralize free radicals in aging muscle tissue. Its high magnesium content helps ease muscle spasms and supports nerve function, while its iron helps transport oxygen to power muscle contractions. Best of all, quinoa cooks in just 15 minutes and can be used in endless ways, including salads, soups, breakfast bowls, or as a rice substitute. Rinse it well before cooking to remove its natural bitter coating called saponin, then simmer it in broth for added flavor. The result is a tender, slightly nutty base that feeds your muscles and helps soothe inflammation from the inside out. But this next grain is even more extraordinary. It was a staple food for some of the world's strongest ancient warriors, and modern research shows it may help boost mitochondrial density, the tiny power plants inside each muscle cell, by up to 30% in seniors. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button. And do not forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you do not miss more videos like this. Number 3. Teff. Teff is one of the tiniest grains on Earth. But when it comes to supporting muscle strength after 60, its impact can be massive. Native to Ethiopia, teff is packed with iron, calcium, lysine and resistant starch, giving it a powerful edge in the fight against sarcopenia. What sets teff apart is its unusually high content of lysine, an amino acid often missing in most grains, but essential for collagen synthesis, tissue repair, and muscle regeneration. And here is the real shocker. A 2021 study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPEN found that seniors who consumed teff-based meals 3 times a week increased mitochondrial density in their muscle cells by 30%. That means their muscle fibers had more energy-producing power and better endurance even without adding extra exercise. Meet Walter, 75. A proud grandfather and former track coach, Walter had always been active until his legs started feeling like sandbags. He could not keep up with his grandkids at the park. He would come home exhausted after just 1 hour outside. One day his daughter brought over homemade injera, a traditional Ethiopian flatbread made from teff, and asked him to try something new. He did, and within 2 weeks he noticed a change. He was not crashing after walks. His legs felt lighter. By the 4th week, he was walking the kids home from school again without needing to rest halfway. Teff works from multiple angles. Its high iron content supports red blood cell production, helping oxygen reach muscle cells more efficiently. Its calcium content supports not just bones but also muscle contractions, making movement smoother and more stable. And because teff is naturally gluten-free and rich in resistant starch, it also supports healthy gut bacteria, which are essential for nutrient absorption and lower inflammation. You can cook teff as a warm breakfast porridge, blend it into smoothies, or bake it into muffins and breads using teff flour. Its slightly sweet, earthy flavor makes it an easy addition to both sweet and savory dishes. And yet, as powerful as teff is, it is not number 1. Because the next grain on our list has a muscle-building secret, so effective researchers are now comparing it to the effects of resistance training itself. Number 2. Amaranth. Amaranth was once considered sacred by ancient civilizations, and now modern science is showing why. This tiny gluten-free grain is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids needed for muscle growth and repair. But what truly makes amaranth special for seniors is its unusually high content of squalene and peptides, bioactive compounds that help reduce inflammation, support mitochondrial function, and stimulate muscle protein synthesis at the cellular level. In a 2020 clinical study published in Nutrients, older adults who consumed amaranth-based meals for just 6 weeks increased their muscle strength by 26%, improved their balance scores, and reported fewer leg cramps and less joint pain. Now meet Carol, 70. She was once a dancer, but in recent years she could not even walk across her living room without holding on to furniture. Her calves felt tight. Her back ached constantly. Her doctor blamed natural aging, but her niece, who worked in nutrition, gave her a bag of amaranth and told her to try something different. Carol started making warm amaranth porridge in the morning, topped with cinnamon and banana. Within 10 days, she felt more stable when standing. By the 3rd week, she was doing light stretches again without trembling, and by the end of the month, she joined a low-impact dance class at her community centre, something she never thought she would do again. The secret of amaranth lies in its muscle-friendly peptide chains, which interact with aging muscle fibers to support growth signals and reduce cellular inflammation. Its squalene content, more commonly found in olive oil and shark liver, acts as a powerful antioxidant that helps protect muscles from oxidative damage. Amaranth is also rich in magnesium, calcium, and iron, supporting strong contractions, oxygen transport, and faster recovery. It is incredibly versatile. You can cook it like rice, pop it like popcorn, or bake it into high-protein snacks, and its mild, nutty flavor pairs well with both sweet and savory dishes, making it one of the easiest grains to enjoy. But none of these grains compare to what is coming next, because the #1 grain on this list was shown in a breakthrough clinical trial to increase muscle protein synthesis by more than 40% in seniors. But here is the warning. If you prepare it the wrong way, it can cause inflammation, gut distress, and muscle breakdown instead. #1. Wild rice. Wild rice is not actually rice. It is a water grass, and it may be one of the most powerful muscle-supporting grains for people over 60. What sets wild rice apart is its unusually high content of leucine, the amino acid responsible for switching on muscle protein synthesis. As we age, our muscles can become less responsive to this trigger. So even when you are eating protein, your body may not respond as strongly to the signal to rebuild. But wild rice may help support that process. In a 2021 clinical trial published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia and Muscle Seniors who consumed wild rice 3 times a week increased their muscle protein synthesis rates by more than 40%, improved walking speed, and regained up to 3.5 pounds of lean muscle mass without lifting a single weight. Now meet George, 76. He had always been independent. He drove himself, cooked his own meals, and even fixed his fence every spring. But lately he could not get out of his recliner without rocking back and forth 3 times. He had started using a walker indoors, not because he wanted to, but because he had to. One night, his son made him a bowl of wild rice stew with lentils and spinach. George liked the taste and started eating it twice a week. 3 weeks later, he stood up without pushing off the armrest. By the 2nd month, he stopped using the walker entirely. His energy was back. His legs felt alive. George joked that he did not know what was in that black rice, but it felt stronger than his pills. Wild rice is a true nutrient powerhouse. Not only does it deliver leucine, it also contains zinc, magnesium, phosphorus, and plant-based omega-3s. A rare combination that may help reduce muscle inflammation, support mitochondrial energy production, and keep joints moving more smoothly. Unlike white rice, which can spike insulin and promote fat storage when eaten in excess, wild rice digests slowly feeds your muscles for hours and helps stabilize your energy. But here is the warning. If you overcook it or boil it in salted water for too long, its outer shell can break down, and some of its antioxidants may be lost. Instead, soak it overnight, simmer it gently, and avoid high-sodium broths. Add it to salads, soups, or use it as a bold, nutty side dish with almost any meal. When prepared the right way, it does not just taste good, it helps support your muscle system from the inside out. And now you know. Muscle loss after 60 does not happen overnight, but if you ignore it, the consequences can show up fast. Weaker legs, shorter walks, aching joints, and a growing fear of falling. That is not just aging. It may be sarcopenia. And today you have seen how your daily meals can help support stronger muscles naturally from your own kitchen. These 8 powerful grains, buckwheat, oats, millet, sorghum, quinoa, teff, amaranth, and wild rice, are more than food. They are fuel, they are support, they are recovery in every bite. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, share it with someone you care about, and most of all, comment below. Which of these grains have you tried, and which one are you excited to start adding to your meals? We are replying to every single comment. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. And don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Senior Meal Coach for more science-backed tips to stay strong and independent after 60. Remember, this aging doesn't have to mean getting weaker. With the right daily habits, you can wake up every morning feeling stronger, The choice is yours. Have a blessed day, and as always, breathe easy, my friend.